Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here. Tony La Russa is throwing everyone and their mother under the bus. Let's talk about it. First, I want to preface this by saying that everything that I'm getting, all the information is coming from the post-game press conferences, social media posts, and media outlets. And Tony La Russa is a better baseball mind than me, okay? We good? We got that out of the way. Now, what the hell is going on? So first, he calls out your main Mercedes to the media in a press conference for, one, swinging at a 3-0 pitch when his team is winning by a whole lot of runs, 11, breaking one of baseball's sacred unwritten rules, and 2, not getting the take sign that was supposedly put on by the third base coach. Now listen, if he did ignore a sign, if he was given a take sign, saw it, and ignored it, now that needs to be addressed between him and the manager behind closed doors. But don't call him out in front of the media. For me, that's like, don't blame me, blame him. I didn't swing, he swung. I told him to take it. Why is he swinging? In my opinion, as a manager, you can't throw players under the bus. You're supposed to let the bus hit you. You should always have your players back. You shouldn't expose them to the media. You should protect them. So rule number 1 in managing, and there is no official rule book for managing, okay? I made this up. It's my rule book. But rule number 1 is keep the media out of it. Do everything behind closed doors. If you want to rip into them, good, go for it. Rip into them all you want, but don't let anybody know about it. Do it in the clubhouse. Do it in your office, behind closed doors. You keep it in-house because players don't want to be called out in front of the media. There are always going to be mistakes during a game. Imagine if every time there's a mistake, the manager runs to the media and explains what happened. I wanted him to throw a fastball in that situation, but he threw a slider. What an idiot. I didn't give him a steal sign there. He went on his own. Talk to him. And why don't you tell him to lose a few pounds while you're at it? So maybe next time he'll be safe. Now I'm involved in youth baseball and I see this happen all the time. There'll be something that happens in a game and the opposing coach needs to let all 13 people in the stands know that it wasn't my fault, it was the player's fault. Even though everyone in the stands, they're just relatives of the players. Just check out the coaching staff next time something bad happens on the field. They're going to be over there throwing their hands up in the air, pulling their hair out, kicking the dirt. That's a desk. Now I try to do the opposite, and yes, I'm coaching 10 to 18-year-olds and not 30-year-olds, but nobody likes to be called out, especially when it's to millions of people. And now those players are going to have to answer all those questions to the media. Why did you go against your manager? Why did you miss the sign? Why did you do that? Why are you fat? Now, I know a lot of people hate the Patriots and Bill Belichick, but I'm a huge Patriots fan, okay? I'm from Boston. And this is why I love the approach that Belichick takes with the media. He causes no distractions. He will never throw a player under the bus. He never makes anything a thing. Nothing is answered because he kills everything right there. There are no distractions. There is no noise. Now, to make matters even worse, then Tony goes and calls out Lance Lynn, who's 34 years old and has played 10 years in the big leagues. After Mercedes went deep on that 3-0 pitch, Lance Lynn was asked by the media what he thought, and he said, "There are no rules when a position player is pitching. The more I play this game, the more those unwritten rules have gone away." Now, how did La Russa respond when he was asked by the media about Lance Lynn's comments? He said, "Lance has a locker. I have an office. I don't agree." Now, be careful, Tony, because you know who ultimately determines the fate of the manager? It's the guys in those lockers. It's the Jimmies and the Joes, not the X's and the O's, especially in baseball. Never forget that. So how about this? Just shut up. Maybe try this next time. "Hey, Tony, how do you feel about Lance Lynn's comments?" He's entitled to his opinion. Or, if you want to be like my boy Bill Belichick, we're on to Cincinnati. Now, Marcus Stroman, pitcher of the Mets, added to the conversation on Twitter. He said, "I'm riding with Lance Lynn all day. TLR, Tony La Russa, is stuck in the past. Life is about adapting and moving forward." Now, some may say, who cares about Marcus Stroman and what he thinks? He's on the Mets, it doesn't matter. Well, I guarantee White Sox players, more of them support Lance Lynn than Tony La Russa in this instance. And that's not good. Now, there have been some people online and in my comments that are saying, Actually, Tony La Russa is protecting his players by making these comments. See, he said that there will be consequences to be paid by Mercedes. That way, the Twins don't try to hit him the next game or try to throw at any other White Sox players. See, he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Well, guess what? The next game, the Twins threw at Mercedes. Pitcher, ejected. Manager, ejected. And what does La Russa do? He takes the side of the Twins again. He said, I wasn't suspicious. I don't have a problem with that. It wasn't at his head. Who does he manage for? Now, Tim Anderson on the bench, he seemed to have a problem with it because when your player gets hit, you stand up for him. And Tim also went on Twitter and put out a tweet after Mercedes' home run. And guess who replied to it? Tim said, the game wasn't over. Keep doing you, Big Daddy. And Mercedes said, yes, sir. Let's do it, baby, with a bunch of dynamite. And listen, I've played against Tony La Russa before. Back in 2011, I'm with the Nationals. We're playing against the Cardinals in a spring training game. Nigel Morgan's hitting for us. He hits the ball. He runs the first. He steps on the back of the heel of Albert Pujols playing first base. Well, the Cardinals don't like it. So the next inning, they throw at Nigel Morgan. The inning after that, we throw at them. The inning after that, they throw back at us. I'm sitting on the bench saying, what the fuck is going on here? But you know what? Each manager had their players' back. Our players had our guys' backs. Their players had their guys' backs. Fuck you. No, fuck you. Okay, let's fight. So everybody sprints onto the field. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll run out there too. I run out and I go grab David Freese, third baseman for the Cardinals, because we were drafted together with the Padres and he was my first roommate. I said, David, I won't punch you if you don't punch me. So overall, I think the bottom line is Tony's stuck in 1982. Let's go. It's 2021. It's about the players. Stick up for your players. This is one thing I think most people were worried about with this hiring. He's almost 80. And the White Sox have a really young roster. Will La Russa adapt to the way the game is played in 2021? Will he adapt to the way the players are in 2021? I'm not so sure. Anyways, that's all I have. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We'll talk to you later. If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about building the elite swing, check out our new course. We have over 2 hours of content, almost 30 hitting drills. We break down the exact mechanics that you're going to want to implement into your swing. I've put the link in the description if you want to go check it out.